Every athlete's journey begins somewhere. For Morgan Linton, it started with a passion for combat sports, one that led her to lacing up her wrestling shoes her sophomore year. Morgan entered high school with a background in jiu-jitsu, a discipline built on positioning and grappling. But wrestling, that was new.
When I started high school, my coach just messaged me and was kind of like, hey, would you like to try out for the wrestling team? And I was a little nervous at first just because there's not a lot of girls. But then ultimately that was kind of my inspiration to start wrestling, is because I thought that girls needed to be more included into the sport.
What did Coach Sullivan think on day one?
Probably my first thought was, why didn't you come out your freshman year? That was probably my first thought.
Morgan placed 4th twice at states, is a county champion, and has won many wrestling tournaments. Her senior year, she has not only remained undefeated, but she's also dominated her 170-pound weight class.
From her sophomore year to now, and as she's approaching the end of her senior season, I think she's really grown a lot. I think she's on a very steady path.
Morgan's approach is all about timing, technique, and control. She's learned how to make the most of every situation, turning defense into offense with flawless transitions.
A lot of his experience, now she's just starting to get kind of the IQ of wrestling. That's one of the things that comes along with it. Especially if you don't wrestle growing up, you don't wrestle in junior league, it takes much longer for you to start kind of like seeing things, seeing the math of it. You know what the person's going to do, and things start to click and start to make sense. And I think now her experience is starting to catch up, and she's coming up with her own game and the way she's going to approach the sport.
She's really positive, I would say. I feel like her attitude towards the sport is what really helps her stay driven and stuff. She focuses a lot on the wrestling, obviously, but also making it a fun experience. I feel like that's what's really shaped her.
For this season, since it's my last, I definitely want to go out with the championship win. That's one of the things I've been working for all the years I've been wrestling. And definitely just leaving my mark in the wrestling room. I want all the girls to know who I am once I leave.
Morgan's journey is far from over. Her dedication and hard work has taken her farther than she could have imagined. And as she continues to dominate on the mat, there's no telling just how far she can go.